Welcome back, everyone. This video comes to you from my home office where the lighting isn't all that great and the dishwasher is going to continue to interrupt me as I talk, but nonetheless, the information is here and it's important. So in this next module, we should be making some real progress on the ethnography project. In fact, in this next module, we'll start with a more theoretical discussion about the merits and the strengths and the weaknesses of ethnographic methodologies, but the primary goal is to get you collecting data. So you ought to be honing in on your phenomena a bit. You ought to be thinking hard about what kinds of data you need to collect to help address that phenomena and come closer to an answer to your research question. Then what's really important is that you're planning and executing observations. You're taking detailed notes during those observations. You're planning out your interview subjects and your questions, and you're maybe even seeking the artifacts that might help inform your question. The goal is to observe at least one full cycle of activities, Reimer tells us in that introductory chapter I had you read in the last couple of weeks. However, that's different for all of us, and for some of us, it's not even possible. I'm asking you to do your best to aim for one full cycle of observation. I also want you to remember that ethnographic research is first-hand research. It's research conducted in natural settings where the researcher is both emic and etic and studying, to quote Fetterman, real people doing what they do to meet the everyday demands with which they are confronted. Reimer also reminds us that ethnographic research is a bit like groping in the dark to begin with. There's a lot of uncertainty, I know. I expect you to feel it. And that's kind of an uncomfortable place to be. But there will be closure. There will be patterns in that data once you've collected it all. And then finally, your aim here overall is to take that local data that you've collected, make sense of it, look for those patterns that are meaningful, and then link those local patterns to the larger theoretical context involved with your question. So to be successful here with this project, I want you to consider thinking smaller. We don't have years to do this kind of research, and a lot of your questions, while excellent, amazing, really interesting, might take years to understand. So be satisfied with the fact that you're going to need to narrow the scope of that research accordingly. Small is still a really powerful way to add to the larger conversation. So good luck. Let's talk if you're feeling overwhelmed or confused. That's what I'm here for. Thanks, guys.